2 damn cameos. Up until that 4, we only had 2 damn cameos. What the hell?
Nickelodeon fucked up.
When don't they? How the hell did they get the rights of Power Rangers from Disney?
I don't know. Well,
and the last one we saw was Corone as Lost Galaxy Pink. And then it showed her flashing over her times as Astronema in a very ugly CGI face.
Mm-hmm.
Guess they're trying to say that she was a reformed villain?
Manner of speaking, she is.
I swear, if she ever knew how bad that was, she'd probably just go out and just, like, go ham on all those people.
Yeah, well, it's actually the topic of this video, but...
Going ham on those ears in Nickelodeon?
No, that'll be a Riot video.
Okay, Riot video, rant video, whichever. It just wants me to burn something.
Yeah. This is, in fact, the top 10 reformed villains in Power Rangers. Go get us a couple of shots.
Will do. This is right. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna start. I'll see if I can find the shots.
Gladly. Power Rangers has a lot of villains. And, truth be told, most of them are evil, but there are a few of them that do end up becoming reformed. There are instances where a Ranger is evil and later becomes good, and then there are just cases where the villains themselves, outside of everything else, whether they're purified by Zordon's bright light, or if it's just some damn random shit where they just stop being evil. These are 10 examples of this.
Not very good examples either.
Yeah, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. You find those shot glasses?
Yeah, I found a couple.
Alright, come on.
Alright. What'd I miss?
I'm just explaining to them what it is.
Should I start, or do you want to do this one?
We'll both start it.
Alright. Cheers, mate. Number 10.
Yes.
Any bewitched, lied to, or possessed Rangers and allies, starting from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to Dino Charge.
Tommy Oliver, bewitched by Rita Repulsa, and such.
Catherine Hillard, lied to by Rita Repulsa and bewitched by Rita Repulsa and Zed. Power Rangers Season 3.
Mm-hmm. And, the Titanium Ranger in Lightspeed Rescue.
I would make a case for Blue Centurion from Turbo.
Fair. I mean, like you say, if he has a Ranger key, it counts.
Precisely.
There's also, the Thunder Rangers from Ninja Storm.
Them too. Let's see, who else is on that list that we can think of?
Zanaku.
Oh, yeah. Who was secretly Merrick. Wild Force Silver.
Uh-huh. Trent, I think.
Yeah, from the correction for the White Dino Gem and Dino Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Since I'm also counting allies, Sam was lied to by the monsters.
Yeah, that technically counts. And, Zeno Wing from Dino Charge.
Who was
possessed by the Dark Energem and became...
Corrupted by the Dark Energem and became Deathwing.
Yeah. Dude, this is, we're already 2 shots here, and we're not even on number 9 yet.
Yep.
That's gonna change rather quickly.
One just... Wait a minute! We forgot about Mystic Force. Korag.
Oh yeah, there's Korag.
And also in the final episode...
Yeah.
with Nick becoming Korag. And fighting against Limbo.
Well, the new Korag, anyway.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Well, that's as many as we can remember for Bewitched Rangers. So, yeah. This is number 9. Norg from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Yeah. Again, bottom of the barrel.
You know, I originally had Korag at that number 9 spot, but since he fell into that Bewitchment category, we had to fill something.
Yeah, Norg, if you don't know, is a fucking Yeti in the service of Flurious, one of Operation Overdrive's many villain factions.
Norg!
Norg likes geraniums. Yeah. That motherfucker ends up saving Tyzon's wife in his redemption, and then after that he gets a field of geraniums, and I guess he lives at the Hartford Manor.
How the hell did they screw Bolkinger up so badly?
I don't know.
Seriously, this is just on a little tangent. Like, just small little tangent. Small one.
Mm-hmm.
Operation Overdrive Club is so enjoyable. But no, we got Power Rangers MacGuffin. Granted, that was the whole point of Bolkinger as well, but at least then we can at least enjoy the monsters, since every single monster is based off a Megazord design.
Dude, we're on number 9 and we're already out. Alright, so I'm gonna go get some more booze, and this is number 8.
Goody! Alright, what was number 8 again? I'm kind of a little, tipsy from this 4th shot.
Heckle!
Oh, yeah. Heckle. Let me tell you about Heckle. We never saw him until Dino Supercharge. But what we know of him, he was a dentist on the planet Sentai 6. That's still not the Super Sentai, by the way. And he was trying to protect the Dark Energem from that mess of a monster for the final boss. And until he touched the Dark Energem and became corrupted by his dark energy. Yeah, notice how much I'm using dark in this sentence? And he became Snide. So now he's Heckle and Snide. Yes, it is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde reference.
I found a little bit more.
Oh, cool.
It's apparently a lot stronger.
Yeah, for this.
Should be.
Hey, for this, I'm pretty sure we're going to need some actual gas on that at the end of this. But either way, thank you. Either way, oh yeah. He gained some serious dark powers. He was always trying to keep Snide in check, while fighting for dominant control, until he was separated from Snide, using that same machine that Shelby used in order to try to separate, Deathwing from Xenowing.
And then he goes off and has the best day of his life until the end, where he actually goes back and helps the fucking Rangers. Yeah,
and then he became the keeper of the Dark Energem when Sentai 6 was reestablished, due to a change in the timeline.
Now that's good shit.
This is in. My co-producer apparently just fainted. And, I know how to wake up. Wake up, buddy boy. I got a little fun fact for you about this guy. Alright. Little fun fact is, he was originally slated to become a Ranger. Yeah. He was originally slated to become an 11th Dino Charge Ranger. Navy blue. Matter of fact, fun fact. Take a look at Rancic's his first appearance, he's wearing a naval blue scarf with red triangles on it. As an homage to Talon Ranger or Def Ryuja from Kyoto Sentai Def Ryuja, the practitioner of music, I think that's what it's called, something like that. He was a movie-only ranger at the time, and his dinosaur was the Spinosaurus, better known as that T-Rex killer from Jurassic Park 3. And his whole motif was a boomerang that doubled as a sword, but also tripled as a flute.
God damn it.
Another little homage to that is when the Spinosaurus Megazord was first engineered, it popped up at Heckle's campsite. There's a little fun fact for you. Easy.
Where did this bottle come from?
I was going to ask you that question. Apparently you've been holding that one. Alright. Well, you're all sixes, well, you seem a little all sixes and sevens. Here's our number 7. I'm gonna go see if I can find something in the cooler. You down already? Go on, dude. I got some liquid courage for you. I found some really strong stuff right here in that cooler. Something I was saving for a rainy day. I know, right?
What's this for?
So, like, you know, help us get through the rest of this list.
Okay.
Bombs up.
Ugh. Well, that helped me. Apparently, left him down for the count. Sucks, too, because number 7 is actually, a true reformed villain. Rancic. And Nadira. Oh well. Rancic and Nadira were reformed by the end of Time Force due to their, well, at least Rancic's want to protect his daughter. And the daughter came to respect human life. So, Rancic's real thing is when Nadira comes back in Wild Force, because the Time Force Rangers need his help to fight these mute orgs. He actually is willing to sacrifice his life to destroy the mutant halves of these mute orgs. I believe he has just defecated himself. But yeah, he destroys the mutant halves, and that somehow heals all of his mutated parts. That doesn't make too much sense to me, but I like a happy ending. And, well, Rancic becomes a true father to Nadira, who is dating the Blue Time Force Ranger, Lucas. So yeah, happy ending there. Now, while number 6 loads, I'm going to see if I can get this guy awake. Alright, buddy. Come on. Up you get. Alright, here you go.
I don't want to go to school today.
You're not going to school. You're talking about 2 reformed villains from one of your favorite Power Ranger series.
Who are you talking about?
Matumbo and Itasis.
Oh, Matumbo and Itasis. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
You good?
Got a little RP, I guess. What number are we on?
6. It's Matumbo and Itasis from Mystic Force. Care to take it away?
Sure, why the hell not? Okay. Alright, Matumbo and Itasis. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Originally started off as 2 of the 10 terrors of the underworld, ones that were above Imperius, and above that Frankenstein-looking bastard, whatever the hell his name was. What was his name again?
Mordecai? Mordecon.
Ah, Mordecai, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Way above Mordecai, and like direct service of the Master Optimus himself. I said Optimus, not Optimus. Although that would have been... Shut up! Yeah. Alright. Either way, Matumbo was one next in line in order to serve the Master's will by causing as much hell and havoc as he could on the surface world. Even so far as to be selected to be the host of the Master's Soul for him to be resurrected and carry out his duties in a physical manner. Instead of just being trapped in a ball of fire, imprisoned within Limbo, who was still Korok at the time, that Sculpin and the dragon-looking dude, along with Matumbo, went down to fight him in the underworld in order to take the soul back. Even then, Matumbo was apparently a gentle soul who didn't like much fighting as he did with his compatriots, nor Itasis. Speaking of which, Itasis was a Sphinx-based cat, Terror, who prized knowledge over physical violence, who went and tried to reform the underworld after the death of Optimus, and try to make things a bit better between the surface world and the underworld. And so far as trapping four of the Rangers in order to figure out how he had the strength to keep beating them every single time. She was an interesting character, even so far as actually, going against the Master's wishes and being executed for it while being revived by Necroli, who then killed Sculpin in order to take control of the underworld. While Matumbo, going back to Matumbo with the big poofy afro cloud, actually saw the value in a certain life and even befriended the Pink Ranger, who tried to take him to the Lake of Sleep so that way he can slumber forever, so that way the Master would never ever come back until he got slain, just like that. But at the end of Mystic Force, everyone gets a nice little happy ending. I know we could use a few happy endings ourselves after all this.
What happened to Matumbo again?
He became a DJ in the Rockporium alongside Vita in the booth.
That definitely sounds quite silly. But like you said, happy ending. Yeah. Here's a chaser to help pick you up.
Thank you. It does help a bit. So I guess with that being said, and we're way past our own 5 shot, here's our number 5 shot on this list.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
Alright, this is our number 5 shot, and since we finally got ourselves in gear, it's Tenaya 7 from RPM.
And I know we silvered up.
A little bit, yeah.
Take it from here, since I'm still in the midst of doing a bunch of RPM stuff myself.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away from you.
Alright. Well then. Tenaya 7 is the sister of Dylan, the Black RPM Ranger, who turns out to have been a cyborg altered by Venjix and lost his memory, that he has no connection to his prior life apart from a little pocket watch with a key that Tenaya 7 has a matching set with. And she thought she was a robot, created to look human, but she was actually human, made to look like a robot. And the thing was, she was blind. She was blind before she got any of the alterations made to make her more vicious. And so, when she realized the truth about herself, she willingly left Venjix to try to help the Rangers and her brother save the world.
Dear God, it is one of Power Ranger's most darkest seasons.
Yeah.
Turning little blind girls into cyborgs.
After they were ripped away from their brothers, who was later given cybernetic implants and given amnesia.
Wow. That's that Sailor Saturn crap from Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, same color scheme!
And to make matters worse, Venjix took Tenaya 7 back and implanted her with more cybernetic implants to make her completely unemotional. Until the Vengeance virus was finally defeated, and Dylan, Summer, and Tanaya all teamed up to explore the world to help rebuild the population.
Way to go, Kay. You really dropped the ball on that one, huh?
Technically, it was the fault of Alphabet Soup.
Either or.
Yeah, but either way, things went well for Tanaya, and she willingly turned traitor to Vengeance. You gotta give her props for that.
Yeah, I'll give her 4 claps.
Alright, now let's see what number 4 is. Looks like the ball is in your court, my friend. We have Gindrax and Toxica from Wild Force.
I knew they'd be on this list sooner or later.
Take it away.
These two are some of my actual favorite characters, especially since I just got re-watching Wild Force in its entirety this entire week, actually. Gindrax and Toxica were 2 one-horned Duke orcs that were the only surviving orcs left from that first war, between them and the Animarium. The only 2 left actually served and were complete loyalty to Master Org himself. While Toxica was a master of mistress of magic, while Gindrax was self-proclaimed Master of Blaze. And boy howdy did they play off each other. Like, Gindrax, even though he looked kind of like a clown, and ironically because his brother was also kind of clown-themed, he was no joke when it came to actually fighting with a blade, and would definitely give the Rangers some hard time. Even his so-proclaimed rival with Taylor. Because they're both blade masters. So I guess that's something. And then Toxica was the only one who actually had the ability at the time to actually make the monsters grow without any kind of outside help or source. And the chemistry they just had together while trying to serve as much loyalty as possible to Master Org and any other orgs under their rule or command was pretty deep. Not to mention the fact that Gindrax and Toxica started having second thoughts about Master Org when they found out that he was human.
Until they were corrupted by him again.
And then they lost that corruption, and they still distrusted him.
Well, of course they did. He basically brainwashed them.
Even then, brainwashing aside or not, they still had some loyalty to him until the jerk with the 2 mouths.
I don't even remember that dude's name.
Neither do I just got for watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, they were pretty evil characters, but started actually going their own way when they found out Master Org wasn't a full org, and he was just a human. And then all that changed when Onikage came in and basically started tricking them on both of them, especially Toxica, into cutting off her horn, and then basically outright, flat out using her as a org shield, killing her from the Wild Force's final finisher attack.
And to show even more how close they were as a bond and possibly something more, Gindrax spent who knows how long, literally we don't know because the way that was portrayed was a bit confusing, he basically fished her out of the spirit world.
Yeah, which is a direct reference from Gal Ranger, completely taken out from that scene.
Mm-hmm.
He literally fished her out of hell.
Ah. So, he fished her out of the Shadow Realm.
Yes, he fished her out of the Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that crappy Yu-Gi-Oh. Either way, once they started, losing all trust for orgs, but didn't want to actually side the Wild Force Rangers, except that one time to help them rescue Princess Shayla, they decided to go their own way and just try to travel the world and they'll find themselves. Best friends, and I kind of like to say that they were also a love interest, because that's how it happened in Gal Ranger as well. They actually had love for each other.
Well, that's nice.
Come on, the way they act, don't you think they will make a great couple together?
Yeah. For certain.
I'm still wondering why Master Org on the final scene was a combination of Gindrax and Toxica.
Lazy writing.
Yeah, because in Gal Ranger, he literally took he absorbed both their essence in order to become that giant monster we all saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2 and 1 became 3. So that segues into our number 3 spot on this list.
And that is Daishi, Jared,
and Camille
from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Jared was mostly possessed throughout the entire thing, but he was still fighting off Daishi whenever he was able to do so. And Camille loved Daishi.
So she just basically followed everything that he did.
However, when she came to realize that Daishi was a complete dick, she grew to love Jared because he saved her, and he actually cared about her. And so, with Camille being able to switch sides, that allowed Casey to come in and free Jared from Daishi, and they even combined their animal spirits with the Jungle Pride Megazord Stampede.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a thing.
Once. And then eventually, Jared did use his lion power because he realized he was able to have the heart of a lion as well. And he managed to finish off Daishi, and they both became students of Casey's.
That's definitely a much larger tone than what happened in Geki Ranger, where both Melee and Rio just flat out died.
Yeah, that's depressing. But...
And they also have their own Ranger keys.
Somehow.
Hey, they were for that on that Great War, and all their powers became Ranger keys. Anyone who was there and gave their power in order to stop the Zangiak became Ranger keys.
You've got a point. But, moving on to our number 2 spot. You know what? I'm just gonna let you explain this one, simply because I still am having a little trouble buying it.
Really now? Who was our number 2 again?
Rita, who eventually became Mystic Mother.
Oh, right. How can I forget the original, the OG villain, Rita Repulsa.
Sure, she was purified by the Z-Wave after Andros smashed Zordon's floating tube thing, and she became human again, but... Take it away.
Yeah. When she became purified, she, Zed, and Divatox, as well as Astronema, all became normal and human again. And for some reason down the line, there's no context given whatsoever. I'm pretty sure they shoehorned that bit in, saying that Rita became the Mystic Mother. Because in Magic Ranger, Mystic Mother and Evil Witch Bandora were both played by the late Machiko Soga. And that's why they roughly look the same. And so far as having Mystic Mother's voice dubbed in order to portray her sounding like Rita. And which is the odd thing, because we don't ever find out when Rita ever started practicing magic again at all. Especially good magic. So, that was just something that was just thrown in. No explanation given. But Rita went from being Rita Repulsa, like one of the most evil witches in the universe, to become the embodiment of all good magic and mystic force.
It's canon.
And yet, according to, I think it was, Magic Ranger, the Mystic Mother is one of the oldest characters of all time. And with Rita being purified around before the turn of the millennium, which was 98 when In Space came out?
I guess.
And Mystic Force came out when? 2005, 2006?
Yeah.
So she would have less than 20 years to become the embodiment of all good magic if we're actually going by that timeline.
Maybe she was the embodiment of good magic, but she became corrupted by evil.
But then that would basically kind of ruin the rest of the context of everything else in the series then. And the whole entire franchise. Including Zordon's powers, if that was the case.
Number 1. Astronema/Corone.
Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
She's number 1 because she actually became a Power Ranger after she was purified by the Z-Wave.
Yep. after, what was it? Kendrick's was supposedly
died. Then her spirit came back at the end, which was never explained, but she was a Power Ranger for a while. That is literally it. None of the other reformed villains on this list can hold a candle.
They ain't ready to begin to buy him a good magic?
Nope. Remember, in this world, being a Power Ranger is everything.
Good point.
So, by becoming a Power Ranger, even if it was only temporary, she made the ultimate leap from evil to good. By defending and repenting and facing her past mistakes.
If you really want to make the argument for that, she is technically the last Pink Ranger of what can be considered the Zordon era.
There you go.
So, definitely was a time when being a Power Ranger actually truly meant something.
Yeah.
Like this list, which probably didn't really mean too much, because we just needed to vent after watching that piece of crap special.
And we'll make another video about that in due time.
With all the errors, dubbing parts,
mistakes.
Just every single screw up and nitpick we can possibly imagine.
So, with that said and done, thanks for stopping by. I am the Guardian.
I'm the Professor, and
this is us. And this is us saying, Super Mega Force sucks!
It sucks blows at the same time, defying all nations of physics.
It blux. It blux so hard, and you know what?
They screw up Gokai just so badly. I don't understand how something can like that even happen.
We'll catch you guys in the next video.
And this will be a 20th anniversary special.
We
celebrating 20 years of Power Rangers.
We got more venting to do. Catch you later.